Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Data Anomaly Hunter Scar, Season 3, Episode 10, Marching Orders. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it, let us know what you think. For now, we're going to begin with introductions, beginning with the good girl herself.
We just fixed the one. Why do you have to break the other one?
Because it's funny.
I don't know if I have the tools to fix this one.
I am like the storyteller. I do the NPCs and the storylines and the bosses and the bad guys and stuff. And this week is brought to you by the Ace of Cups, which in my deck, tarot deck, is an otter, and it represents new beginnings, socialization, and I forgot the third thing because it's Fulgur's turn.
Hi, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Fulgur, the brother of Arcus who is trapped in Arcus's body. They are a electric basic type. Onto the Asher.
Hello everyone, I am Razim, and I am playing as Asher, the Astral Light type Labramon. God of Death, Lord of Evil, Master of all Undead. All those wonderful, horrible things. Off to the minion.
Hello y'all, I am IDDoThings, or Ido if you prefer, and I'll be playing Haboku, the Digimon, and Necrotic Fire, Undead Minion of Asher, on to the chase.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I am playing Jace, the Black Growlmon X, father of Asher, half running the DHH right now, and Shadow Mythic type. Go ahead, Riv.
Hello, I am Todios, and I'll be playing Riv, the mythic water type Vorvamon, who has many things to research and look into, and not nearly enough hours in the day to do all of it.
A generous bestowal.
Gimund _ tipped $10 tradition.
Thank you for that tip, Gimund. That is really appreciated. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed already. Alright, for the recap. Any volunteers? Got it. Go for it, Era.
Gosh darn it. Oh, making me remember stuff and do things. Golly willikers. Alright, well, we had gotten done with the vampire stuff for the time being and managed to keep our lovely leader calm enough to take some extra time to begin some preliminary inspections of both him and his interaction with the other Digimon and his glitch. Asher and Riv are going to be busy with that for a while. Thankfully, the food situation is over, and I don't remember what Haboku did specifically.
A generous bestowal.
Fortunately.
IDDoThings tipped
Haboku was
Razim
mostly just on standby helping Asher with the patients.
Yep.
Thank you for the tip, Ido.
Bulger wanted to do open mic night at a bar, so Jace went and did that. That was a majority of the session, otherwise.
Jace got a mystery card with a lipstick smooch on it.
Jace I do have updates about Jace's approvals. What he can and can't do. I'm pretty sure that was a majority of it. There was a whole lot of stuff. Go watch it if you want to see all the detailing with the glitch and stuff that Riv and Asher were digging up.
Effectively, blah blah blah, lots of nerd shit. The person they weren't using it fully, and if they were, we would have been in a lot more trouble, and we can maybe pull it out of them and render it so that way it's captured and they don't have it, and then maybe we can interrogate them about how the hell they got their hands on this. Barely convinced Kino that that is what we should do.
Kino may be very happy to erase a particular individual currently. Or would be happy to.
Very likely.
Yeah.
See, I gave you an easy recap. Good night, Shadowhunter. So, off to Lightpaw?
There's one thing we have missed in that.
Girl?
Yeah.
Let me know when Lightpaw can speak again.
There's one thing that you guys did miss, and that is that you did get leads on where to go next. And the decision kind of got made for you, not just because of the ruins, but because Naoki's supervisor is the one who sent one of the two leads.
Look, I tried to save us from this, but...
Also, to be clear, one of the things that also made the decision be made for it was mentioned, which was the whole thing with, Arcus and Fulgur, Hemco ruins. That did get directly implicated. It's just that is that's a far more important thing than the
I feel like the Naoki supervisor situation though is high priority too.
It's high priority to exactly one person.
It's a high priority to exactly two people, because at the end, because we are opening with Arcus and Arcus, Fulgur and Haboku coming out of the Fulgur and Haboku coming out of Haboku's tunnel to find Naoki, who has been super excited about the fact that her mentor has sent a new letter to the organization, and she's super stoked about that.
Please don't say she's coming with us.
It's amazing how close to puppy eyes a turtle can get.
I am puppy. You need to do better than that.
But it's been since I've seen him. I have so much to tell him. I don't know how long it's going to take for a letter to get there.
Who exactly is around for this?
Haboku and Fulgur.
Damn it.
Because they dug out of the room to get away from the...
Yeah, while Riv and Asher were being stubborn dumbasses towards each other.
Can Fulgur look for an escape route?
I mean, you're welcome to try, but you are in a tunnel. There's kind of only two ways to go.
I mean, if we're leaving
Wait,
the
she's in the tunnel with us?
No, she's at the exit of the tunnel.
Well, Haboku's is going to leave it. And Volker wants to take that as a window of escaping.
He doesn't want to leave Haboku with her.
It's fine. She's not Riv.
Whoa. Low blow, man.
To be fair, Riv did traumatize Guardian him.
True.
Also, she appeared out of nowhere, so Folker's startled.
I mean, it wasn't technically nowhere. We're the ones who technically were nowhere by digging our way out of a room.
Ugh, semantics and technicalities around me while I don't get to make them. Damn.
Lol.
Naoki, I don't think Asher would want you to. Go so soon after or what happened at the Forest Mist Shrine.
I mean, his whole thing is that I was going to the forest shrine alone, but I'm not doing that. I'm going with you guys, right?
Oh no. Asher would be perfectly okay with her being away from the city, away from witnesses, where anything could happen.
Were you banned from leaving the HQ?
I thought it was banned from leaving alone.
I think this would be more fair as a group decision. Haboku says with a very high guessing that everyone will say no.
Giving you the trembly lip.
Volker's desperately looking for a way out. Probably make an investigation.
I'm not blocking him.
Actually, no. I think this is more survival.
Honestly, that's fair.
No, investigation's fine.
And Naoki, but can you even defend yourself if something happens?
I don't think I've really tried. I mean, I can go into my shell. That's defending, right?
Fair. It's also not just defending
Oh
you.
no!
If it's more like defending the rest of us if something happens. Well, you gonna take that botch there, Walker?
I don't think so, as funny as that would be.
But extra boost die.
Extra boost die. Haboku might have to move of the now frigid.
You could have been rescued by Haboku.
Volker anxiety.
I guess I can understand wanting to meet see someone who's important to you, but this is a kind of. I don't know if I've ever been into the snow area. Huh? Yeah, that's where it was, right, Volker? Innocently, he looks over to the
Olger is just basically in that same frozen state now.
Yeah,
He was
Volker,
in
there's
once
no
before.
there's no getting out of this conversation that you can see.
Okay.
And it's just going to be just like the train ride to the forest region, right? You guys are going to be there, and what's the worst that can happen on a train ride? She says. And everyone in the party, regardless of whether they are present for this conversation or not, gets a sense of dread.
I was just going
What
to
did you say
say,
before the sense of dread?
what's the worst that could happen?
What could like, it was like, what's the worst that could happen? What could possibly go bad on a train ride? Something like that.
Oh, Asher, you're getting an email almost like 2 minutes later of what's going on in caps.
He responds back with, I have no idea, but I feel like I want to kill somebody.
My dad's senses are tingling, and it's not you.
Not this time. At least not for this reason.
Haboku just send himself as an email and say, "Hey, help, help."
Volker, if Haboku's sending that out to where everyone can see, Volker's gonna just add like 50 more helps.
That was out of character. But if Volker wants in on the conversation, he probably has more idea how to use email than Haboku would.
Actually, yeah, he might be sending like 50 helps to Jace.
You get the response of, where? Stop, tell me where. Stop, tell me. Fulgur, you can't keep spamming my inbox. I can't. You're going to You have to let me respond already. Where are you, Caps?
Where are
Base
we
help mint.
exactly? Hey, where Dirt and us have it?
We got put into the basement.
Yeah, but Naoki's there. So where exactly did we end up that Naoki would be?
I thought you guys were just going like right outside of the infirmary.
Yeah, Haboku was just going wherever he would the quickest way it was out. I don't think he was specifically going to the basement, but he would have dug down if he needed to.
Take away these handy dandy maps because I think that's just going to put you in the floor below the infirmary. Trying to remember what that room is. Oh, fantastic. It's the conference room.
Is there a meeting going on? No, that's a joke question. And
No,
wouldn't be
there is one going on right now between you two and Naoki.
Haboku will address Naoki again.
I guess I'm heading down towards the conference room.
By the way, if anyone asks, tell them we're sorry about that last year.
You guys
What
get an
the-
email that reads like this.
Oh no, what is it?
GR equals 12 of tune in minutes. I'm gonna assume conference room. 10 minutes.
That would not be an inaccurate assumption. If anyone wants to make a technology roll, they might be able to discern exactly why this is so garbled.
I'm just gonna assume out of game it's because of Big Paw Gaming, but yeah, sure, I'll make a tech roll.
I can also make one if desired.
That is absolutely the key. Kino cannot type on the keyboard he is given.
This would be a roll of 2 dice for Haboku.
Say Folker's panicked as heck right now, so this is only.
Oh, that was almost a botch. It would have been really funny. Riv doesn't get it. Riv and Jace are just like, what is this?
Of course.
What type of roll was this again?
A tech roll.
Tech? Okay.
There you go. Now the dark area, I decided to edit a roll there.
So I guess that means only hell itself knows.
That was my roll. Thank you very much. But then again, I am hell, so you know, whatever.
Yeah, Asher, you were able to discern that all of those keys are kind of next to each other or on the way to each other. Big Paw's not good for keyboard. I need a second.
New quote.
Yeah, I had to add all that. It was adorable. Asher is
Fully
going to
explain.
respond with, did you mean conference room in 10 minutes?
You get a response that can be generally understood to be yes, once you take out the extra letters.
You might need to learn how to type. I'll be there.
Hey, at least he's got the art of writing and code down.
You know, to be fair, if you didn't have a keyboard in front of you, that would be a pretty good code. Pretty difficult cipher to crack. Ew. We can call it the drunk texting cipher.
But yeah, Folker is now just looking towards Haboku.
And Haboku's just trying to talk to Naoki.
Yeah, I'm already heading to the conference room anyways.
So,
And Fulgur and Haboku are already there when when Kino does actually arrive.
Oh, hi,
good.
Kino.
You're already here.
Sorry about the sea leg thing. Haboku looks up.
See, how did? Never mind. Just waves his paw and sits down at the head of the chair table, and then folds his paws together and just waits for the rest of the party to gather up.
She
Volker
says
is
she wants
hiding
to. Yeah. Are we gonna talk about that when everyone gets here?
Talk about what? Why is now? I didn't send. Did I send her the email too?
No, she was already here. Wait, did you get the?
Naoki blinks. What's and let me check. And she goes and finds a computer at the side of the room and just starts looking. No, I don't have anything.
As Volker is hiding behind Haboku.
Haboku's just trying to understand everything with the now that the quote unquote adult, aka the guardians in the room.
Chase is getting another message. How long till you're here?
Walking. Be there very shortly. Walks in the door, holding a tablet. Looks around, looks at Naoki, looks at everybody else. Naoki.
Oh, hi, Mr. Chase.
Get out.
Okay.
I'm assuming you didn't get a meeting invite, correct?
Well, no, but I was gonna. You know what? I can wait.
You were going to?
Well, I kind of heard that my mentor sent a letter, and I kind of wanted to read it and maybe go talk to him.
I thought your long-range communication system was down.
Yeah, that's kind of why I need, help to get there.
No.
Oh, okay.
If you want to write a letter, we will deliver it. But you drive at least one member of this party absolutely insane, so no.
She drips a little bit and pulls her head into her shell, kicking the floor on her way past and out the door.
Looks up at Kino. Is everybody in this organization a child?
Relatively or absolutely.
Understood. That better, you two?
Volker eagerly nods.
If people pounce you with questions, feel free to just say talk to me if you're not comfortable speaking with them in the future. Pressure campaigns are not acceptable.
Haboku looks like you just changed his life with that statement.
Hey, Kino, after this meeting and everything, do you want to go out for a drink?
I think it's going to depend on what you guys decide to do.
Understood. Open offer. Boyfriend gave me a pass card.
What's a pet? Never mind.
Chase will sit down.
Olga's gonna be next to Haboku.
So, Riv, Asher, are either of you going to the conference royal?
Asher,
Those are words.
Asher was on his way to the Nrgigabra.
Yep, Riv would have been on his way too. Asher and Riv were like right next to each other originally anyway, so they're just going to show up at the same time.
Once everybody's in the room, Kino, and the door is closed, Kino says, "All right, here's the deal. I don't have a lot of teams capable of handling situations outside of the city. I had there were two mission briefing, or two leads that you guys could follow up on for me. Have you had a chance to look over them?"
In a general sense, yes.
Do you have a strong preference which one to follow?
I think we were a little bit split, but I was heavily pushing towards going to Corey.
I believe that was the way everybody was leaning, yes.
Quick note, that town's not named Corey anymore.
Oh, okay.
Corey's the region.
Yeah, that's right. That's the region name, not the town. But yeah.
That's also not the region name anymore.
Okay, cool.
We'll get that into the DH channel.
We would, if you're changing names, it'd be very nice if we had a document we could refer to. Yes, please.
I will get that up probably tomorrow. I don't want to interrupt play for it.
Grazie.
Freedom from the land of the K's.
Ain't that the truth?
Honestly, that should have been the region name to begin with. Now that I'm looking at that.
For what it's worth, I've renamed a couple of the other regions too, but those are not in play right now, so...
A wise decision.
Yes, a very wise decision.
Anyway. Excellent, okay. That's one thing solved. He pulls out a pad and a pen. And writes a note that he tears off the pad and hands to Chase. If you take this to the quartermaster, you should be able to requisition anything you need. Cold weather gear, skis, whatever.
Yes, cold weather gear. Very good for the area.
Understood. Vulgar, you're coming with me. Anybody have any requests? Going once. Going twice.
I
If
think I'm.
we're going to
No, I
Federation.
mean, I still got the tent and plenty of rations, uh, and the fishing rod and all of that stuff, so I think I'm good.
We are heading to Henka. They don't. There is one thing we'll probably want to all know if we want to get stuff while we're there.
Oh.
That.
They don't tend. We don't tend to use the regular currency there. We tend to use like bartering, like for blankets or just things you would need, because it's hard to get stuff up there.
We'll grab a couple of
Paper.
supply bags of general stuff that's tradable. I'm sure that's easily obtained.
Yeah, they prefer that over bits and bytes and stuff. They'll still
Understood.
accept it, but they prefer it.
When were we planning on leaving? How urgent is this?
Kino pulls the Kino taps the device in his paws a few times, growls under his breath, and then finally pulls up the letter. I would prefer if you left as soon as you were comfortable doing so.
So tomorrow. Fulgur, is there any trains that direction, or are we hoofing it?
Well, we can probably take the train to Shashen.
And Fulgur's gonna think on it. Like,
Yeah, you
was
think on
there-
that. Give me just a sec.
Thinking in progress. Please wait. Waiting for lightpod lore.exe to load.
When Lightpaw ever. Okay.
Lightpaw, here, boy.
You sent it in DMs.
Oh.
Apparently there is, it goes a little further. To the edge of the Henka region. But then we're gonna have to walk on foot.
Alright, we'll take the train as far as it goes and hoof it from there. Alright, let's see. 1, 2. Riv, you like the code, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Lightpaw, will we be encountering any particular regions of Henka on our way to Skygate? I can think of one, but I want to know if there's more than the glacial wastes.
Yeah, you guys are going to most likely need to go across the glacial wastes as well as through a snowy forest. And a couple of more, let's say, vertically challenging paths to finally get to Skygate itself.
The glacial mountains.
So, we'll have to go through after that a boreal forest. And then. Oh boy. The next area isn't bad necessarily, unless it gets bad weather-wise, but you will want to watch your step. Glacial wastes are, if you don't watch where you're stepping, you're gonna trip. The ground is very fractured there. The ice is, sturdy enough. It shouldn't crack under normal circumstances. It's just, there's, cracks already in the ice that, if you don't watch your step, yeah, it's a tripping hazard.
Extra rope, got it. Pittons, hammers, that kind of thing, got it.
Yeah, because after that, there is going to be some glacial mountains.
Also, if things are still similar from when I was last there, especially around the border regions, we're gonna really have to watch out for the ground beneath us. A lot of the glitches would just open up beneath people.
Also, they're not to mention the possibility of blizzards, and I really hope we don't encounter a whiteout.
And the other consideration is that Gamuga did mention that there is some kind of something going on with the ruins, so those may not be safe.
And Folger is writing that part down on his little notebook for Arcus.
Ultimately, I would consider this mission a success if you can investigate the rumors of whatever is going on with the ruins and get Gamuga's report. If you can get him back here, that would be a bonus. We haven't seen him in a while.
Okay. A quick question. And what is fire work up there? He says, looking at Folger.
Yeah, fire is mainly how.
And Folger sort of looks away.
People who don't have ice body, who don't have ice bodies, yeah.
He looks like he's struggling on how to say it. Something.
Innocent head tilt.
If you aren't a ice body Digimon, those types of Digimon tend to use fire to keep warm.
Ah, okay. Then I can keep everyone warm. Back.
Fast forward 3 weeks, everyone was gathered around Haboku, sounding like a skeleton convention. Rattle, 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 rattle.
I mean, Riv will be like living it up there.
I was about to say,
Boy-
Folger and Riv are probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, Riv lived up there and also has an environmental integrity specialty, so he really does not care about the specifics of the environment. He's chill, literally.
So this means I get to get Asher a really cute warm jacket. A la Maggie.
Don't forget the knit wool cap with the little wool trailers down that you can tie tight.
But the
He
Maggie
knows
Simpson
where
star
you
suit.
sleep.
Asher will literally become the burrito.
Canon event.
Come here, Fulger. Let me tell you about the time when Asher was little and he used to burrito himself to look cute so that way it'd give him things. It didn't work. It totally worked.
It didn't work. I lied. It totally worked.
Walker's looking between Jace and Asher.
You know, just imagine him rolled up in a blanket looking up at me and going, "Dad, can I have some candy?" And then doing the big eyes. You try and survive that.
Yeah, Silver, I was imagining that Asher's favorite candy is probably licorice because it's the most evil candy in existence.
Licorice is
Hey.
amazing.
I'm offended.
You bite your
I was
whore
about
ass
to say,
tongue.
with that statement, you have alerted the horde.
I like licorice, thank you. Including black licorice.
I mean,
Kino
personally, I'm ambivalent, but I know that there's some strong opinions about licorice around here.
Kino waves a paw to dismiss you guys, and then goes back to trying to work his device, which is clearly just not sized for him.
There's an email to the tech team. Get Kino appropriately sized tablet. ASAP, please. He can't type. Make it bigger!
I mean, sure, he does really need a bigger one.
If you want a visual for this, just imagine Mr. Incredible trying to use a standard smartphone.
I'm just imagining him tiredly typing at the little tiny keyboard.
Yeah, so Folker's gonna climb into the hair.
Yep, I'm gonna go and requisition supplies. Some extra rations, probably like 5 or 10 for each. Probably dark chocolate because you want more caloric intake when you're out in the cold like that, and dark chocolate is actually a good thing to do. Coffee for me to be able to withstand everything. Probably jackets for me and Haboku and Asher at least. Not ones that'll make Asher absolutely adorable as much as I want to do it to him because I kind of want to survive the encounter. And if I pull the drawstrings on anything with the hood, he'll be adorable anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, he's cutting the hood off.
You're not there. You don't know I have plans. Mwahaha!
Yeah, most of that most of the things that you're going to be looking for are readily available in the storeroom as was previously mentioned, anything food related. The quartermaster is trying to get you to take extra.
I pause and look at him and go, do I have to sit in there and eat as much as I possibly can tonight just to help you guys out?
He looks at his list. He looks up at you. He looks at his list. And he just nods.
Bet. All right, I'll be there in 15. All right, Fulger, we're going to take 20 rations each. Here you go. We'll grab some shovels, pickaxes. Well, not
He had you an
pickaxes,
entire He hands you an entire burlap sack of beans.
I'll be carrying this, I guess. What are those little hand pickaxe things for climbing called? We're gonna need some of those. Pittons, rope. I'm gonna actually supplies for winter nonsense.
Chase,
Mhm.
I now have like, let's see, 43 rations in here.
Oh,
I
how
guess I
often
had
do
a lot
winters?
more.
How often do winter storms blow in?
The
How often?
mountain we would have to be more concerned about.
Are we
With
going up the
those.
mountain?
How far up the mountain are we going, Lightpaw? Or is it kind of just around a pass?
It is on a mountain, but not exactly the tallest mountain in that particular range. It's kind of built around the crown.
Yeah, we're going up the mountain.
Then we need the supplies. We probably also need emergency flares.
There's
and stuff.
technically a staircase.
Have you ever climbed a mountain? Storms on wintry mountains just come out of nowhere and you're stuck. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
If you want me to roll something and know that, you can, but Jace does have a survival specialty. So
I mean, Jace has a survival specialty, and Fulgur has a I grew up there specialty, so...
Yup.
So a couple extra terps, a little bit of rope, those little hand pick things that climbers use, those pittons, rope. We got coffee, a burlap sack if it's fine. We're fine with having a bunch of extra rations because they're not really all that heavy, and we're technically not using a new bulk system right now anyways. And I'm kind of a
should get
huge
Asher
creature.
some more medical supplies just in case, too.
Hand warmers, things to heat up, Bunsen burner probably.
Might
Not
want
a
another
Bunsen burner.
liner for the tents. Because a tent that is graded for a forest or plains environment is not a tent that is graded for a mountain.
Unless you get the fancy tents like I have. But that's because I'm fancy.
I'm so fancy.
I might need
Wait.
the fancy tent. I think I have the basic tent.
No, I
Yeah,
meant that out of
just-
character. Out here in the real
Oh.
world, you can get winter tents, you can get summer tents, you can get like specialty tents, or you can spend like $500 to get a tent that you can basically pitch anywhere. It'll be fine.
Ah, I see.
It's expensive as fuck.
It's horribly expensive, but you will only ever buy one tent. And when you live in a state that likes to freeze in the middle of summer, you get the expensive one.
Because honestly, and here's a really big secret. If you feel like being cheap, once you have that, doesn't even matter how cold your house gets. You obviously don't need to stake it. Just set it up somewhere in your house if possible.
You have a sleeping bag in your house if you live anywhere that gets cold, because the great thing about even like the cheapest sleeping bags is that they're ovens.
Yeah, and then if you have one of
They
the
just-
actual winter-rated sleeping bags, you will never sleep cold ever again.
Yeah.
My gosh, a tent in a house, in a room, in a house.
Yeah, I've had to do it up here a couple of times. Where the power is out in the dead of winter for several days, and you pitch
Yeah.
a tent, and
You just do what you can.
you take ceramic pots and tea candles and make little
Yeah.
heaters in there, and you're good.
It's
Hey,
also a
Zim,
lot cheaper than if it starts getting really cold, paying to keep the entire place nice and warm.
I'm assuming Zim is over there furiously taking notes.
Zim's lived in the north before.
Yeah. I'm familiar with all this.
He's
Yeah, he's fine.
he's probably been through a couple of these situations where you got to do this. But
My big issue right
Yeah.
now is just the fact that, we can't use a space heater here, and even then, I'm okay where I'm at. It's just, Ren.
Yeah, it'll warm up during summer, but space heaters. So can we just say that I spend enough time, me and Fulgur, getting for winter? Or do you want me to actually go down a comprehensive list of things that I would bring with me if I ever went mountain camping in the cold?
I'm barely making you guys keep track of your inventory as it is.
That is a yes.
I don't think there even is a bulk and inventory system for general gear yet.
No, but that's because you're as a storyteller, you generally just kind of go, "Hey, this weighs X bulk," and we go, "Okay."
Yeah, we do have a rule set out there that's going to happen at some point that will give more guidance, but that's it is in quotation marks.
It'll
There is
happen as soon as I figure out how this new system works as well.
I'll just make a write up for you.
Pat, 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 pat.
Yeah.
But made a lot of big numbers because math dragons, and I want to keep it simpler, but they want big and complicated, and yes.
It's not big and complicated. It's just which side you load the map. Either rate, doesn't matter. One way or the other, we get the supplies. Jay says, "Tell everybody we'll meet tomorrow by the station sometime around noon." And Jay starts heading for the food court. He does the next stretch thing.
Walker's gonna I think Fulgur's gonna head to the academy.
Okay. We will put a pin in that because we should probably check back in with the people who haven't been on screen much.
Yep.
Of course you decide to do that as soon as I step away to get some water and stuff.
Riv, what are you doing while the great acquisition is happening? Riv?
You sound like you're on the other side of the room if you're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Tel's talking to somebody.
Both of them occupied.
2 for 2. I'm doing great. Haboku, what are you doing?
Well, I assume Kino's left. If he's not, if we're out of the meeting room. Haboku wouldn't probably be doing much. She would probably just be hanging or loosely hanging around the people who are gathering supplies. He's making sure of what he should have. If he's given free food, he'll join in.
What was that? Sorry.
I said if he's given free food, he'll join in.
Go come join in. We can see if we can clear them down to not trying to shove food down people's throats that come by here.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
Also, I'm back too. I heard someone trying to talk to me, but also I was my dad came in and started talking about a movie. So I couldn't hear for a few minutes.
They were moving on to you.
Oh, okay.
Light pod literally went, Riv, what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I
Chance,
was.
gonna go to-
Apparently, what I was doing was getting out of game. My ear chatted off about a movie at 11:30 at night. In terms of what he would be doing in game, it would probably just be prepping for the procedure.
Yeah, okie dokie.
I don't know if that'll like have any like roles associated with it. But that's just what he'd be more focused on. After all, they have to do a highly invasive experimental procedure within the next like week.
I mean, there's actually a time limit of tonight now.
Oh,
since
okay.
you guys are leaving in the morning. So, Asher, were you prepared for that?
Well, Asher's got a couple of things he's got to do tonight. Then. But yes, he'll do the procedure tonight.
Okay. And any other plans for the night?
Well, he's got to finish summoning the recruits, as well as, bring his new minion into unlife.
Okie dokie. Let's arrange it like this. Let's start with the procedure, and then I will probably skip back to somebody else, and then and then we can come back around and wrap up with the summoning. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Paint me a picture. How are you going to be approaching this procedure to extract and isolate the glitch within this Drachmon's data?
Well, for what Riv is going to be focusing on is mostly doing a bunch of scans and trying to see if because we know vaguely, and well, not just even vaguely, with pretty good accuracy, where the glitch data is kind of concentrated in him, but we don't really have good information about how it's changing over time, or if it's drifting into different areas, if it moves during set periods, those sorts of things. And that will have a marked impact on, how fast we need to work, where we need to focus, if we're liable to need to swap locations in order to ensure that all of the data is gotten, as well as referencing his notes for how we sort of helped along the victims that had a lot of their data, especially in like key locations, sort of just like extracted from them, and their bodies, how they reacted to not like life sustaining but fairly integral data being missing from them, and how they were kind of being held together despite missing a bunch of data without there really being anything to replace it right now. Because
Okay.
Riv does not If there is one thing that Riv thinks him and Asher working together combined will accomplish, it is stealing the fuck out of that data. The trick is trying to make this guy live through it. So he's not too worried about the actual data extraction process so much as trying to make sure that this guy can live through it so that way we can question him later. Or at least the DAH can question him later.
Okay. Sounds good to me. It sounds like you're taking a little bit more of a cautious and thorough approach.
Yeah, because there is no doubt in his mind about their ability to just do the ramshackle rough rod, fuck it, take it out of him right now approach.
Okay, but you're just definitely trying to avoid that for now.
Well, like, you know,
Avoid that if possible.
if possible. It's more important to get the data out of him than it is to make sure that he stays alive. It's also just of legitimate value to us and the organization if we manage to get out of him, if he just, you know, woke up like that, if he was a part of the organization we know about, if he was a part of a different organization, if he's aware of other people that have similar abilities, if he was sent here or just wandered, you know, all that sort of stuff. We can't get that out of him as much if he's dead. Maybe Asher could pull some shenanigans in that regard, but also there is ever the chance that the Dracmon just doesn't give a fuck.
Fair
So,
enough.
yeah.
I'm gonna have you give me your choice of appraisal, or we will go with science.
I think I'm going to go with appraisal, especially because I have a data composition appraisal specialty, and he is
Okay.
doing a lot of that.
Okay, while you do that, Asher, what is your approach to extracting this glitch going to be?
I think for his side of things, he's going to help Riv facilitate it with his own ability, but he is going to have more of a focus on the medicine and making sure he stays alive during the process.
That sounds fair. I will take a medicine roll from you.
Since this is liable to be semi-important, I will try souling those.
Asher is a special. Oh, wait, no, it was somebody else that had the egg thing. I'm gonna lock in the 8. I want to save my boost dice for the things that are more important to Asher.
Extracting is definitely more important than making sure he stays alive. That is very true. Him staying alive is more like a neat side effect if we can pull it.
Okay. So the best way I think I can describe this, have you ever played one of those games where there is an image that's been hidden, and in order to reveal the image you have to kind of slice away at the hidden area while something else tries to interrupt you from doing so?
No.
Yeah, I got no idea what you're talking about either.
Okay. Well, with the easy analogy gone, as you work on this Drachmon, the Drachmon's own natural defenses sort of kick in and start trying to interrupt the process, as well as the glitch itself, sort of moving through and weaving into his data. So it is a little bit of a tedious process to sort of cut off escape routes for the glitch to go and avoid all of the antivirus built into the Drachmon's data. But eventually you are able to successfully isolate and extract the biggest part of the glitch without taking too much of the rest of the Drachmon's data. He's still very much unconscious, but you double and triple check, and there is no digital connection between the chunk you have taken and the Drachmon. And to the best of your knowledge, Asher, he's not going to die from this, although it might take him a little bit longer to recover than it would have if you had left the glitch in place. You do, however, see that his internal data repair functions are functioning, and he will recover eventually. In terms of what at the end of the process happens, is that you manage to extract what looks like a crystal that just does not seem like it wants to settle on a particular number of facets or size or even its overall shape for very long, but it is able to be moved around and manipulated. As long as you're touching at least one edge, that edge won't change.
So basically, success, but he's a little bit fucked up, but not too fucked up.
Yeah, basically.
There's no real, like, there's not an active ranged connection between him and the glitch data.
Yeah, it's basically like if he had had a really inflamed appendix. You've extracted that, but it's going to take him time to recover from the surgery kind of deal. That's not a one-to-one, but it is kind of, sort of, the best way to look at it. And it is better that the glitch is removed from him and that he doesn't have access to it, which it does not appear that he does, than that he was able to just tap into that glitch again when he woke up. If he wakes, or when he wakes up. If he gets free somehow. As you guys finish up that operation, one of the researchers from not the infirmary, but the other science wing, approaches with a little vessel that looks like a glass dome, basically, and offers it to you to put the glitch into. Hurrah! You have successfully detached the glitch.
And he will eventually be available for interrogation, if not by us, then by our organization. So, you know, success.
Quick table talk. You guys have put that plot line on hold.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
We're gonna have that stupid little quest marker in the corner of our goddamn screen for the next several months.
It's just gonna say, wait for Drachmon to wake up, and it's just sitting there, and it's gonna have the little, like, blue exclamation mark.
Somebody please tell me how to hide the inactive quests that we can't do anything with in the UI, please. I'm a hacker. I've been modifying my own UI HUD for years, but this one I can't make go away.
Every time you try and make it go away, the entire UI goes away with it. Help.
Why did they sync it with the main display code? I don't understand.
Bread.jpg.
Wasn't it like a picture of like a pineapple or something like that that if you remove broke an entire game?
It was bread.jpg. It was a picture of a loaf of bread stored in Team Fortress 2's files. And if you removed the bread.jpg, the entire game crashed.
There was also coconut.jpg.
Right, coconut was the one I was thinking of.
The discussions I've seen around the bread is that it might have been an anti-piracy measure, but it could very well have just also been an accident.
Look, when something works when you're coding it, and it starts working, and you remove something dumb and it stops working, you just put the dumb thing back in and accept it into your life. Anything else is... no. Absolutely. It will not. Just don't.
Yeah, most people just do not understand how superstitious coders are.
I'm a code. I know how to code. I'm a coder. Holy shit, the amount of superstition.
It is warranted, though.
I was about to say, I do not disagree with the superstitiousness. I'm just saying, I will admit that there was a large amount of it.
I mean, unfortunately, when it comes to programming, 80% of it is luck. So throw as much superstition as you can. Because
look, there's a reason why I think the most realistic 40k faction is the Mechanicus.
Look, all hail the rubber ducky is all I'm going to say, because that thing has saved
So
lives.
true.
Don't invoke the lady's name.
What, do you want me to go and apologize to the rubber ducky at my work desk?
No, it's a Discworld joke. You don't invoke Lady Luck's name. Otherwise, you lose favor with her.
I never played Discworld. I read the books.
Not many people have, considering the adventure game is really bad, but it's a book series, so.
I also didn't read the book series. I've actually known a bunch of people tell me it's really good and I'd enjoy it, so now I'm terrified of what they think my tastes are.
No, it's fine. We just judge you silently. So, Fulgur, you were going to the university.
Yeah. He is looking for the magic professor.
The Mikamon at the front desk says, "You again? Look, just go. She's just go. Here's her office number. Just go."
And he's going. And then he's thinking to himself, I think Arcus did a number on her. And then just scurries off to her office.
When you reach the office, her door is open, and she seems to be reading a book with a faint smile on her face. Welcome, welcome, come in.
He steps inside.
She pulls out a book. Picks up a bookmark from her desk and marks her spot on the page and carefully, almost reverently closes the book. How can I help you today? Again.
I kind of did a bit of a light show with a friend. It went really well, but after using magic, but sort of afterwards, I kind of felt a bit like I didn't have much left, and I feel like I need something to either increase that energy or find a way to increase that energy on my own. Wondering if you could help.
Feeling a little drained after your first forays into spell work is completely understandable. Happens to every mage who has ever maged. When you first start out, it's just like any other muscle. You need to train it. But there are ways around it. If you happen to have extra one day and don't want to... here we are, she says as she stands up and pulls a book off of one of her shelves. What you're going to want, my friends, is a vessel.
I feel like that's familiar, but I heard that from somewhere, but maybe Dad talked about it one time?
Father was a mage, was he?
Yeah.
She says, turning through the pages.
He's great at creating barriers.
Very useful branch of magic, that. Let's see. The trick with vessels is that they're quite personal. It needs to be something you feel a connection to. Because you're going to be using that connection, you see, to put a bit of yourself into it, I guess you could say.
I see.
Do me a favor, pick that staff by the door up, would you?
Goes over to the staff and picks it up.
Thank you, thank you. Let's see, hold it out, hold it across your body, please.
Does as instructed.
Let's see, yes. You can put it down now.
He puts it down.
Now, let's see, are you going to be wanting to make your own vessel, or would you like to see if you can try your luck at the market?
Probably make my own.
Wise move. The thing about about a vessel, especially if you're making it yourself, is to remember that the meaning behind the ingredients and the materials is almost as important as the materials themselves. She says, flipping through the book. Now, some of your size, you're going to want something about... And she opens the book and lays it on her desk, turns it around, and kind of points it to you. Here, see, this is about the size you're going to want, she says, pointing to a diagram of a Digimon in the Vitruvian pose with an object kind of around his sternum, scaled appropriately.
Volker's gonna look at it and then think to himself for a minute.
So, I also have a friend who might be interested in getting one of these, possibly. Well,
It works differently for everyone involved. Like I said, it's a very deeply personal object that's going to be attached to you, because you need to be able to form a connection with it that you feel very strongly about. Do you understand?
yeah.
And Volker's gonna start writing notes down on a paper.
Okie dokie. If you could give me a crafting check.
Should I also give an academics roll for the notes? Because he does want to share this with Asher.
Hmm. Just a second. Wrong folder.
I guess he would also want to share it with Riv too.
If you would kindly, yeah. Okay. Go ahead and give me one of each. The academics first, I believe.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be both.
I was trying to see if you had any specialties that would maybe apply that we could do something fun with, but neither role has a specialty.
This is the academics. Oh, what is with me and the ones?
I don't know, but you got a lot of 9s in case you feel like vigoring.
You get a long rest
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's try vigoring the 9s first. Oh, there's 4. Didn't notice the 4th.
So there was a lot of 9s.
I saw 3, but not the 4th one. Oops, I just messed up the formula.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I deleted something I wasn't supposed to, and I don't know what I deleted. Okay,
Whoops.
9.
I've never had that happen.
Totally not. Definitely not. Not a thing. Sounds fake.
And plus 4. So a total of
10. That was a pretty good vigor. Plus 7 successes.
logic, academics.
Okay.
Then you want to craft next?
I do, and I will let you apply one of your magic specialties to this, since this is something specifically for crafting a magical thing.
What would the attribute be? Mind or body?
Hmm. I think mind is the spellcasting stat.
For me, it is. Normally, it would be willpower, but I have a feat that makes it mind.
Okay, we're gonna go with mind then. Again, because this is specifically crafting something that is directly tied to you and to magic.
And one specialty. But just +1, so that's 12.
Do me a favor and note which specialty you use, though.
Yeah, I know which one I'm using. Let's try souling the ones first.
Well, yeah, that's pretty worthwhile.
9 so far. If I really wanted to, I could figure the 6, but... 9. 9, logic, craft, and then in parentheses...
Okay. I'm going to make a really quick note of that. I need to remember to move this note later. Okay. I'm going to handle this is that you and I are going to have a conversation after the session about what form your vessel takes and how the specialty is going to apply to that. But you are going to be able to successfully create a vessel with an appropriate amount of currency that we'll also figure out after the session.
Very fair.
Okay. Jace, Haboku, aside from a Hoffer Thin Mint, is there anything you guys were wanting?
Nothing in my end.
Nothing in particular on my end either. Yeah.
We're just ending their overfood problems, or attempting to.
Mm.
I mean, integrity check, each of you.
Stew body.
I'm seeing a whole lot of 9s in there.
There's a decent amount of 9s.
Yeah, why not? It's not like I'm using my dice for anything else.
This is when we get ambushed at night. Now that everyone's saying this,
No, I would never.
Mm, 8's 2. Because this is going to be funny this way. Go for funny. Oh, the dice just don't want to play. That's no fun. I wanted to break 20. Let's body boost because I can. What time is it? Okay.
Oh.
Gambit hard.
Again, gamble till you win.
Oh.
I'll
Hey.
stop there. I think this is the only roll I've made tonight.
Wouldn't it be a 19? Cause
it'd be a 19 again.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be 19 again? But I wanted to get above 20.
Fortunately, those -1s can't be bodied.
No, I could technically body again if I really felt like it.
Well, yeah, but the ones themselves can't be bodied.
Nope. Hey, Tal, do I take the gambler or do I just take the 19?
I mean, the 19's gonna be good. The gamble is literally only if you want to.
You will fall yet.
Oh, a card?
You've been granted an
Oh.
additional die.
I think that's
Sure.
someone saying go for it.
Just roll an 8 into a 7, and then you'll be at like 22.
Ah,
Gives you more body fodder.
Screw it. Uno mas. Uno mas. Gambler's fallacy. Go. Don't think. Just roll.
hey.
Okay, now it's a 21. There. Done.
Blackjack, you are able to take the pot.
They had a too much food crisis.
Actually, no, that wouldn't be a blackjack. That would just be a hard 21. Never mind. You're still able to pick. You're still able to collect the pot. House busts. Can I get the command wall?
Is that sound in the system?
It's just FF victory. Because it's the same one for all of them.
Da 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 da.
Especially since that's the one from 6. Anyway. That'd be 5. Anyway.
It's the same one across all of them!
You can tell by the sound font. You are successfully able to eat your way through quite a lot of food. Not that you have any recovering to do today, but you are both quite full. Yes, even Jace.
Jason's gonna ask, are you guys, does this solve your food problem? Or do you still have too much?
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Frostybite 266 tipped $5.
Frosty Bite, thank you so much for that tip and support there. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed.
The chefs look around, scratch their heads, and have a quick whispered conference. Occasionally, one of the servers looks up at you and goes back down into the huddle. I think we should be good as long as you can also eat this bread roll.
Jace is going to eat that bread roll. You don't offer Jace bread.
It's one of those spiral cinnamon frosted bread rolls.
Thing's probably the size of like a little candy to him.
Yes, it's just a wafer theme.
He'll eat it without a second thought and be like, good. I don't have to come back in the morning then.
Hey, Chase. Nice.
Yeah.
You just hear a sound of a thud as you see Haboku snoozing on the table.
Asher's probably busy. Picks up Haboku, figures out if he can stand himself, starts heading to his own place. Sends Asher an email. Got your pupper. He fell asleep.
I'm going to say Asher is probably going to be too busy tonight to even notice. Because unfortunately,
Yeah, that's why I
he's
didn't
got a
bring
lot
him
to
to
do.
Precisely why I didn't bring him to you.
Well, now Haboku won't get lost in the sea of other undead. But
Precisely.
Yeah, there's approximately one thriller of zombies outside.
I just ate too much. I don't care. I'm just going home. This is not my problem at this point.
That's the collective noun for zombies, by the way. Very scientific. Asher, you are riding high on that successful surgery you had today. What is your approach for how to deal with the data from Ritsu?
Well, especially considering how much information that he just gathered about, how evolution or digivolution works, period, and what data points to digivolution and all that from all of the victims. I'd say he probably has a pretty good understanding of how to pick out just the rookie form. The rest of it I'll save for later.
Okay.
But he wants the extra humiliation for Ritsu of reducing him back to just a rookie.
Okay, so you are intending to pull his data as a rookie, but leave his personality intact, yes?
Yeah, there's, of course, going to be a little addition of he has to obey anything Asher says. And he cannot attempt to hurt anybody that Asher does not want to be hurt. But otherwise, yeah, he's leaving everything intact. Mindless zombies aren't as fun.
Okie give
And plus,
me
if he's mindless, he won't be aware of all of this, and it's not really a punishment if he's not actually in there.
Okay, do we go ahead and give me a... This be sagacity? For raising your zombie?
I'm good with that.
No, we're just we're isolating the data right now, right? No. Yeah, go ahead and give me the sagacity. If you do want to apply a specialty from your data reconfiguration abilities, then feel free. It's a very, very, very specific circumstance.
Well, actually looking at it, I have not picked any of my free specialties. Oh dear.
You should probably do that.
And trying to figure out for a while now.
I mean, at least one of them was definitely going to be for the data manipulation. I assume you'd approve of that.
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, when I was checking somebody else's sheet, they didn't have all of theirs either.
I have mine. I spent mine on dumb shit. To be fair, not all of it is dumb shit. Just a lot of it is.
Souling those ones.
Looks over at my ruins lore specialty. And my translating etiquette specialty. To be fair, at least my teaching academics will come in handy, especially now that we're codifying EXP discounts for skill shit based on training. Hey chat, do you got a reroll for us?
Yeah, I'm not doing well here.
The Asher is struggling while trying to be evil.
A miss. Not enough
There it is.
ale.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm glad to have somebody in the chat that plays cards other than Ido finally.
Yeah.
I assume
Look,
you
I
guys
have
are
a
good
lot
with
of-
me using it?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yes, go for it.
I literally shilled for it on your behalf. No, I'm not okay with it.
Oh
So I just
wow.
wanted to make
That's
sure
more
that's
like
much
it.
better. This is
Yeah.
important. So I think I'm gonna body twice. I'm gonna do the gamba.
Gamba gamba.
Gamba gamba.
Double digits.
I got another boost die. Before I get into my EX dice anyways. Really?
Oh.
Let's
Uh.
do the time warp again.
I'll lock in the 10.
It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right.
Oh, I'm never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
FrostyBite266 has purchased 10 tabletop cards packs.
Oh, thank you so much for that purchase, Frosty. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Pat the Frosty.
Okay. You set about separating out the appropriate amount of appropriate data and the appropriate data points. You're pretty sure you've got it all isolated. And as you start the process,
Go ahead.
is there oh, Legendary. Okay. I was like, was somebody playing a bowls?
Nope, special
start-
card pulled.
As you start the process of actually resurrecting from the data that you pulled, the glowing structure of a Digimon forms and then sort of resolves into a Dorumon.
Doraemon's precious. No.
Hold on to your butts. When the light recedes, the Dorumon blinks, looks around, and and flinches back from you. Like, what? Who are you? Where's Tatsu? Where am I?
What?
Don't tell me the Tatsu's the Flymon.
Asher's whole goal was bring him back as he remembering everything and everything.
Yeah, but what if he was actually really pathetic and did the whole barely talked thing to avoid just coming across as an absolute absolute pushover?
Turns out he was just a wiener.
What if he was just massively overcompensating the whole time?
The real reason he couldn't do anything was because he just was pathetic.
There were too many people around. He was busy being socially anxious.
Is this
This
really
guy used
what
to be
we're
a
going with?
Sarlukerbon, and disappointing. And
Did I bring back the wrong one?
Bring what? Huh?
You're Ritsu, right?
Yeah? Who are you?
Oh, well, I'm the god of death, Aether. Nice to meet you. I'm your new master.
Death? Death?
Yes. I didn't stutter.
Where am I? Where's Tatsu?
I don't know who Tatsu is.
He's my brother. We're supposed to be looking out for each other. Where is he?
So you don't remember anything about being the forest guardian and being an absolute awful tyrant?
What?
Hold, please. And he's going to start looking through all the data he's got for the rest of him.
It's all kind of jumbled up and tangled in there. It's kind of hard to discern what memories are supposed to be his and what belong to other Digimon. And without the core of who he is, some of the other data seems to want to go back to the Dark Zone. If you want to try to salvage some of his memories, I will take the usual data manipulation roll. I believe that is medicine for you.
Well... I think I'm going to try an insight first, see if he's lying about this and pretending otherwise, you know, that he does remember.
Go ahead.
I'll stick with the 6.
You don't think he's being untruthful. He seems genuinely, if not frightened, he seems genuinely overwhelmed. And it is important to note that he does not have Ritsu's old coloration. He is just a Doraemon.
Well, this sucks.
Wait, am I dead?
Oh yeah, you're dead.
Why am I dead? How am I dead? But
Well,
then,
technically you're undead right now. You see, I was going to, punish you for, you know, your misdeeds, but, well, you're not the one that we, put down, and, I guess some of that is all mixed up with others, so... I'm not gonna punish somebody that's innocent.
he still looks a little overwhelmed. The fact that he's dead is a little bit of a bombshell to drop on him. But what did I do?
Well, this version of you, I have no idea. I can't see that right now, but, the version that I was trying to, you know, bring back and punish, really awful things. Hurt a lot of Digimon and everything, but, Yeah. Not gonna punish somebody that's technically innocent now.
So what do you want to do, Asher?
Well, I guess I'm gonna be releasing you to go back to the dark area and then be reborn. Have a good new life.
But I don't want to go. What's over there?
Oh, don't worry, you won't remember any of it. You actually won't even remember this. You'll just be reborn. Be better in
Tatsu,
your next
okay?
life. I don't know who Tatsu is. Aside from you saying that they're your brother, but, well, we didn't see him.
He looks really worried at that. Yeah, if you do want to release his core to go back to the dark area, you are perfectly capable of doing so. Simple as dismissing the spell that you've already started.
Yeah, might as well. The whole point of this was punishment for... to make sure that, you know, bad person got punished, and, well, this isn't a bad person, so... I guess I'll refund the XP that I spent for this and figure something else out. But yeah, Asher's just going to release him to go back to the dark area. He'll hold on to the other data. He might find some use for it.
Okay. You're pretty sure you can pull together a minion out of the remnants of kind of what's left. It won't have the core, but the core is the very scared part of him that you just sent to the dark area.
No, just gonna... He'll hold on to it and maybe use it for something else later.
Ready? The rest of the evening goes pretty much as you were intending, with summoning the rest of the recruits for the DAH for patrolling around the city. You're pretty sure the recruits won't be able to go too far afield, but they probably won't need to.
Alright, just go ahead and move to someone else here.
Did anybody else have plans for the evening?
Riv was just going to be studying the notes that Arcus had helped make for the shackle word that stops teleportation bullshit.
Okay.
May not be as much of a problem now, but the notes were already made, and he's curious.
And from Haboku, he's sleeping.
Walker is gonna be looking for Asher or Riv to show them about the vessel notes. Well, both. He's gonna try and find both of them eventually, but yeah.
Cool. In terms of the vessel notes, the notes are going to make it easier for the others to be able to find or create their own vessels. Essentially, if you're finding it, it's going to cost more, and the Fulgur's notes are going to be able to be applied as discounts. I'll get to anybody who wants a discount for that after the session.
Discount for what specifically?
Creating a vessel or purchasing a vessel.
Ah,
Magic stuff. I believe you guys have access to tier 3 vessels.
No, tier 2.
Tier 2.
Yeah, we have 13 attribute points, I believe, right now, so that means we're tier 2 characters. 14, okay.
Yeah, it should be at least 14.
I couldn't remember if we were 13 or 14, and I didn't feel like checking. I knew we weren't 15. It's at 15 that we become tier 3.
If you guys want to go ahead and work on a tier 3 vessel, I will let you guys do that since we're moving into what is going to get you that last attribute point.
All right.
And the next morning, anyone who does need to purchase and make any last minute purchases of either materials to make something or things that they are wanting to pick up as extra equipment or extra trade goods is going to be able to. The train is going to be leaving in the early afternoon for you guys. And the station is, fairly busy for a Trailmon, or fairly busy as a Trailmon station is always going to be.
Alrighty.
But the road to Shashin, I believe, is going to take a full day to get to Shashin, right?
I believe so. It's been a while.
been a while. I don't remember.
I think it was about a day
Yeah.
with the train. We never. I think we took the train back, but we didn't take the train there. So I missed the session when we went back, so I don't remember how long exactly it took by train.
Okay. That's all I really had for this week. I've got to get with a bunch of you guys between sessions for some of the stuff for next week.
Right.
But we are going to be officially starting the next arc next week.
Why are you starting a new Arcus? We have a perfectly good Arcus at home.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today for Data Anomaly Hunter Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, that you can also do so by sharing the stream around, tipping to the channel directly, grabbing merch at zgfgaming.store, or going and checking out our Scar system, available on our Discord as well as itch.io. But for now, thank you so much for joining everybody, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.